As I walked around the store, I couldn't find my canvas at first, but after looking at a few more, I actually found the right one. Okay, so I think I found the perfect size for my personal project, and I got 12 by 16. I'm not sure if the size is going to be perfect yet, but this is what I'm going to go with for now. Okay, so for this project, I don't know exactly how many colors I need or how much I will use. To make it safe, I'm just going to go with these. For this project, I bought a special set of paintbrushes, an art palette that came with knives, and primary paints that include yellow, blue, and red. As for shadowing and highlighting, I have the colors black and white. I also needed a plastic cup to store water in, hence why I had a water bottle. This is optional, but I had headphones to listen to music while painting. Other than that, I had one pair of 2 canvases. I expected them to be thicker, but what mattered to me the most was the size, which is 11 by 16. I made some preparations in order for me to start painting. Using reference pictures encouraged new ideas. Because I wanted my project to be more culturally based, I used Vietnamese women. I started with blue, black, and white to make a cool gray. This gray was used for the base. The project was messy for me, and I had paint marks all over my face. This was the second day where I painted the subject with white. By using a finer brush, I was able to create sharper edges. I had to make use of my surroundings. I was in school, so I used the water fountain for cleaning up. Over the weekend, I had additional time to work on my project. I wanted to work on skin and hair. For the skin color, I used red and yellow to make orange, then used black to make the color brown. Afterwards, I used white and yellow to achieve a lighter skin tone. For the hair, I repeated the same process, but I did not use white or yellow, I used more black. I also used a lighter brown color for the boat while making the rims of it a darker brown. I colored the boat gray on the inside and added peachy tones to the hat. I cleaned the subject's outer area with the base color. For the background, I used various greens, blues, and black. I added more details to the boat, then used black and white to create dimension on my subject. I also used different greens to paint leaves, then used white for the flower base. I kept blending the background until it was seen fit. I added more greens to the lower area of the painting to mimic swamps or ponds. After examining the background, I felt as if the painting did not look good as a whole. Therefore, I used a lighter blue, changing the background from plain water to a more detailed aquatic scenery. I used a muted green and a lighter, brighter blue. To add depth, I use black towards the bottom of the grass. I used a darker blue for the upper area of the painting. To create clouds, I used the dry blending technique with white. I dabbed very little paint on my brush and kept using soft, curvy strokes and put more pressure on the edges of the cloud until I ran out of paint. To add finishing touches, I used light and dark shades of red to color the lilies. I used white and yellow on the bottom of the lilies. I added white dots to add a pop to the painting. I drew the figure's face and added a rosy color to the cheeks. I used a darker pink for the lips. Last but not least, I added cattail flowers on the right corner of the painting along with my signature. Okay, so right now I just came from Michael's and I just brought some spray to seal everything in. I am having like a difficult time because the wind is really making the gas go into a different direction. You got it? Mm-hmm. I feel awkward. So for my project, okay, don't stop. I can. Should I just like type something out real quick? The lighting's good?
I think.
Okay, go. Yeah.
Go.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Ah! This is not working out! Okay, should I restart?
Everything?
Yes.
If you want. Mm-hmm.
Okay, for my project, great. Can you pause it?
How the hell you pause it?
Right? Should I restart that or not? Please help me. At first, I was apprehensive with how long the letter should be, right? Okay. You gotta just part of. Okay. Look, I can snap now. Okay.
Lucky.
Okay.
Ties and these are tough.
That thing took forever. Project, I faced a few obstacles. I had to go to a different store just to find more budget-friendly items. After I had my materials, I was on a quest to match my paint to the reference pictures. Along with that, planning was difficult because I had so many options to choose from, such as the scenery, the figure, and also the overall tone of the canvas. For my project, I faced a few obstacles. I had to go to a different store to find more budget-friendly items. Even then, I struggled with transportation. After that, when I had my materials, I was on a quest to match my paint with the reference picture. Along with that, planning was difficult because I had so many options to choose from, such as the scenery, the overall tone, and the subject of the painting. I definitely wanted my project to be more cultural. During the process of painting, I had to get used to the messy work environment. Blending the background took a lot of time. Even worse, it turned out muddy and dull. Although I was overly indecisive, I still had to make the change to the background. After I added more brighter colors, it improved the imagery of the picture. For the other part of my project, which was the letter, I had a hard time translating from English to Vietnamese. I found different family members and friends to help me with the letter. At first, I was apprehensive with how long the letter should be. I was thinking maybe it could have been a paragraph or a page, but I just ended up putting my points across. What mattered the most was my purpose for the letter. I talked about how much I miss my family and how I will be visiting them. I was also satisfied with how I did not completely depend on my reference pictures. I added personal touches to it. Painting itself was a timely process. I had to make different priorities for my schedule. This project induced a new experience to me. All of the challenges in this project was worth it. I learned new art techniques such as blending, which was my main goal. I plan to work with paints in the future.